Let's just make sure everything works. Looks like my mic is working. Awesome. Trying to include the chat here. I don't know if that's important, because I think YouTube shows it anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna delete that, or at least hide it for now. Put that at the bottom. Cool. So today I am going to deploy Modic on Docker to my server that's live. I have this site. Let me see here. So I've got this site. And everything is set up. I need to optimize it for mobile, make things look a little better. Like, some things are uneven, like the icons here. But for the most part, it's ready. It's just not wired. And that's fine. As I wire things up, I want to create content while I'm working on it. And if I'm going to create content, I want to be able to funnel people to this site, and I at least want it to be functional, so that people can ask questions, sign up for a newsletter. And so I've got these two form sections. I've got this one. I'm probably going to change the CTA. So I'm either going to leave this form here or do a calendar. Regardless, I need both. I want to be able to have the functionality to schedule appointments to meet and talk to me. And then down here, I want a little mini email opt-in type of thing in my footer. I also need to make this whole section look better. I don't know if I like this color. It just looks like sticky note color. But that's not the task. The task is really to make these functional. Right now they're just images, both of these. Yeah. So a couple days ago, I've never used Docker, and so I kind of learned how to deploy Modic on Docker. And Modic is a marketing automation platform. Right off the bat, you can do email with it. You just have to obviously set it up properly, but it also has a bunch of plugins to be able to do SMS, to automate different things. And this is what is set up locally on Docker right now. I think, let's log into it. I think it was password. Maybe it was, oh, there it is. Awesome. Interesting. Cool. So this is the Modic marketing automation platform, and this is the dashboard when you log in. There's calendars, contacts. I am going to be using it like a CRM for a little bit. I'm going to store everything in here. And here is where you can develop the different items that you need for an email campaign. assets, forms that you build, which is what I need to do, landing pages when you send an email, or really just any landing page. You can host it here and it will collect information. It's like wired in nice. Dynamic content, and then here's where you set up the campaigns, the different channels, marketing messages, email. So on here, you can also, in your landing pages, do, what is it called? Modal pop-ups. So when someone is abandoning the browse session, you can have a pop-up come up saying, hey, sign up for this. It's kind of nice. It has a lot of really great capabilities. It's open source, and there is a newer one, a newer release, Modic 5, which I have not used yet. It is pretty new, so I'm not super familiar with it quite yet. I did a little bit of, very little, bit of testing, trying to contribute, and I want to get more involved in that, but I want to finish getting this set up. So this is the end goal, getting this set up, getting it wired so that I can send the emails. So that's going to require obviously having Modic set up, and then I need to connect it to an SMTP server, which I have my email hosted by Outlook, so jordan@jordancrandall.com. So I need to wire this up so that it sends from jordan@jordancrandall.com through Outlook. And we'll see how far we get. My headset just shut off. I'm gonna unplug it really quick and plug it back in because sometimes that helps. Okay. Hopefully that works. Forgot to hit the record button, but I think this will mostly be stored on YouTube, so I can download this first part. Anyway, so setting up Modic on Docker on my server, wiring it to the SMTP server, and then testing it, making sure everything works. I imagine I'm going to run into some issues with ports. I am going to be using Linode or Akamai, the company that bought them out. And I think I already have the port opened because this is a server that I've used before, but we'll find out. I do have another website on it that I am willing to nuke. I just don't do anything with it. I was doing the SEO on it and it was great, but I have no reason to convert traffic to money. And so it won't hurt too bad if I mess it up. Oh, I disconnected for a second. I don't know if it caught this, but yeah, so I need to set up Modic on my server. It's a server that has another website on it. I'm okay if I delete it on accident, and then just wire everything up problems I might run into, ports being shut off, closed by Linode. But yeah, so Docker, wired it up to the SMTP server, test. That is the task for the day. So I know right off the bat, I have got to set up Docker, which I don't think I have on this server. Nope. And I'm going to open up the documentation because I can't remember exactly how to set it up. But I think it's docker.io. Installing Docker on Ubuntu. Let's look it up. If you use UFW or firewall to manage firewall settings, be aware that when you expose container ports using Docker, these ports bypass your firewall rules. Interesting. Didn't know that. Okay. The unofficial packages to install are moreover, Docker engine depends on containerd and run C, bundles these dependencies. So I only want the terminal version. Before you install Docker Engine for the first time on a host machine, you need to set up the Docker repository. After, you can install and update Docker from the repository. Let's do that. So sudo apt update. I think I'm already root, so I don't need to do sudo. And sudo apt upgrade. Okay, cool. I just did it earlier. To apt install ca-certificates Perl. Okay, already have that, and then install -m 0755 -d etc apt keyrings. Okay. Curl -fs capital S capital L https download.docker /linux/ubuntu/gpg-o /etc apt keyrings/doc. Scroll over a little bit. Oh, docker.asc. not found. Oh, Curel. That's what I get for typing it out manually. Read through it real quick. Oh, Etsy apt keyrings. Nothing happened. Sudo chmod a plus r Etsy apt keyrings. Apt slash keyrings docker.asc. Etsy apt keyrings docker.asc. Okay. And I am kind of done with typing it out manually because I'm definitely going to make a mistake. Okay. And then it pipes into dev. No, well, a little more happens there. But let's do this. Do I need to replace anything? Signed by. Okay, I think it's just telling it what version of Linux I have. Downloading it, maybe? And pushing the list to dev null. Okay. And then update. Sudo apt update. I'm just curious. Sudo apt list upgradable. Okay. My mic shut off again. If you use Ubuntu derivative distro such as that, you may need to use instead of version name. Okay. Awesome. So this should download everything. Yes. I don't really want to do, I mean, I don't have a GUI. So I guess if it installs it, nothing will really, can't really use it. But I don't think it'll cause any issues. Which is not the expected kernel version. Restarting the system to load the new kernel will not be handled automatically, so you should consider rebooting. Sure, I will reboot because I want things to go well. So we'll give that a second to reboot. So next steps, once I get logged back in, run that, downloads a test image and runs it in a container. When the container runs, it prints a confirmation message and exits. Perfect. Install from package if you can't use Docker's. Apt repository. Okay, so we did use it. Uninstall instructions, cool. So now the next step is hub.docker. So we're going to look for modic, and we'll use this main. Actually, well, we'll click into it, but we do not want modic 5. At least not yet, I just haven't used it yet. So we will go in here and look for this older version. Actually, we want this one. Apache. So I need to download this. Excuse me. Okay, pulling modic images from Docker Hub. Apache, but I also need to download this, I believe. Where's the Docker file? Yeah. I need to run this. Oh, okay. Let's do, I guess I still need to log in. Okay, logged in. Update. Let's see what happened after I restarted it. No, those were the two packages from before. libmagic. All right. following packages were automatically installed and are no longer required. Sure. Wow. 2,000 kilobytes. What a bargain. Okay. So let's run the hello world thingy. Sudo docker run hello world. Unable to find, downloading. Okay. Downloaded newer image for hello world latest. Awesome. To try something more ambitious, you can run an Ubuntu container with docker run it ubuntu bash. Out of curiosity, I would like to try it. Who's downloading all of Ubuntu? Yeah, interesting. I wonder what commands it has. Let's try. Yeah. Cool. Now how do I get out of it? Wait. I mean, I probably just need to do exit, but I'm going to look it up. How to exit IT Docker. Related to the usage entry point or CMD command, container started with exec, terminated, but using shell mode will not have the same behavior. It's kind of interesting. Okay. Let's just exit. Easy. Easy peasy. I can't remember commands already, so I kind of want to see what I've got running already. Let's do docker ps and docker info. Docker ps info. Got two containers running, which is probably the hello world and the Ubuntu one. was the other thing? Docker images. Cool, and I've got the IDs right there. Kind of like the Ubuntu in a container. That's kind of interesting. I want to mess around with that more. Okay. Nice. So I've got Docker set up. I need to download this. How to download Git. I just want to wget it. Wget GitHub. I think I could just do but it ends, that URL ends with .git. Oh, here we go. Copy link address. Now, where should I put it in this? Computer. Before it said it was in /root. What? Is there a... Oh, there's a root folder here. I think I want to put it... the same place. Okay. Whatevs. Okay, wget. Paste that. Okay. Unzip. I know we can do it with tar. Actually, I'm guessing you can. Whoops. Okay. Got that. Let's go in there. I am going to open up the YouTube video. That I was using last time. look at history. There we go. Is that all of my history? Oh, look at me. I'm watching me. Oh, there we are. So it was a Spanish one. Sorry if that was loud. So I just need to remember if he did any tweaks in the Docker Compose file. Oh, I need to set some passwords. In the Docker Compose file. Okay. Let's look for that Docker Compose file. cd Apache. Is that a directory? Docker file. I don't think that's the one. There we go. Then Docker Compose. Nice. Okay. Yes, I do want Apache 80. But I also want it on HTTPS. But I don't know if I just add 443. Like, would that work? 443 to 443. Or I'm gonna try it. See what happens. Except that is, no, that's Modic. Okay. And is there anything else that I need it to access? Oh, Nginx. No, I don't want Nginx. But I think if I'm just using the Apache Monic Web SSL certs, I wish I was more comfortable with Nginx. I don't think I need to expose anything for SQL. Okay. So now I need to set the passwords. So this matches this one. Okay, so it's just using the password to log into the database. And then the user is Modic, and the MySQL. 'SQL. 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 the database is called modic, and then the SQL root password is for the MySQL thing. Okay. So let's see if I need to change anything else, because once I want to share on the recording anything that I change other than the password stuff. So I think everything else is fine. But 5.6, okay, well, that stupid little beeping sound, that one. Okay, so I'm gonna hide this while I update the passwords and probably mess things up. So insert okay. Okay. I think that'll work. So I right quit. And I'm just gonna see what this guy did. Okay, so I did Docker compose. He did Docker dash compose up -d, but last time we learned that that doesn't work anymore. Okay, perfect. Oh, I didn't share the screen again. Did not find expected indicator. Oh, inside the file on line 8. Let's do set number, line 8. Oh, when I did the added port 443, I forgot to put the last quotation mark. Right, quit. Show you the screen again. Let's try one more time. Okay, that worked. And it's pulling Nginx. It's not what I want. But I guess if it works, I don't really mind. Now how do I access it? I think, let's see if it, theweldpros.com. Yep, I'd already nuked it. Interesting. Yeah, that wasn't there before. Let's do container modic example nginx SSL for modic is still starting. So driver failed programming endpoint, error starting userland proxy, bind address already in use. Okay, kind of knew that was going to happen. Let's do, wait, it's already going to HTTP. What is, nope, I need a different. I need to remember my IP address for this server. Which is this one. Let's see if I just put it in directly. Nope. Yeah, I think what I need to do is completely delete everything on this computer and start from scratch so that nothing is already bound to certain oh, you know what? I don't need to do that. Something's already bound to 443. So I think it's just the SSL. I wonder if I just tell it to go through port 80. Nope. 3. Yeah, I have too many sites running on this. Let's go to Apache. And do no, cd sites dash available. Yeah, let's disable a bunch of these and see if that does anything. Catports.conf. sites dash enabled. Okay, let's do A2. I think it's that. Oh, A2 dis site, disable site. Probo puzzles dot conf. Reload that after. And then we need to disable the SSL one. And the weld pros. And then the regular one. So let's see what's in there now. Just the default one. So shoot, I forgot what it wants me to do. Reload Apache 2. Reload Apache 2. Awesome. Okay. Well, at least it's going to that. So it's serving. I wonder if I shut off Apache. Let's do, it's running. Let's do stop. Okay. I might need to clear my cache. Oh, am I even? Let's look at Docker images. Nginx is running. Modic is running. And MySQL is running. Okay. It didn't work on port 443. I wonder now that everything's off. If it will. Docker compose. I'm not in the right folder. Let's go back. Docker samples. Okay. Docker compose up -d. Driver failed. Her response from name endpoint. Nginx is, well, it's so weird that it's serving this. I should disable that other one. But Docker's shut off, or Apache's shut off. So let's do Nginx. Okay. I don't have Nginx installed. Yes, let's clear cache. Hmm. What am I doing? Nice. It worked. So I had to turn off Apache and well, I disabled a bunch of sites with Apache. I probably should have just shut it off. Let's see what these recommendations are. We've detected some minor things that we recommend changing in order to blah, blah, blah. HTTPS. Okay. Perfect. Now I just need to enter my creds. So I'm going to hide that real quick and see if I can remember. Okay. I guess it's hiding the password anyway. And for the most part, this might be a botched job. So I might redo all of this. Guess we'll see how this works. So I entered in my password. This is all fine. I didn't touch anything else. Your database is too old for Monic to work correctly. This happened last time. Versions are... Okay, so what I had to do is go in. I'm going to turn down the volume of that thing really quick because it drives me nuts every time it beeps. It rattles my brain. That would be even more annoying. Let's just do none. Okay. Awesome. So I need to hide the screen again, but I'll navigate. Actually, oh, I'm right here. So I'm gonna hide the screen just because my credentials are in there. Vim docker compose, and I need 5.7. Replace 7. Right quit. Turn that back on. Docker compose up -d. It's downloading 5.7. Recreating everything. And then it should break again on the SSL for Nginx. Perfect. Okay. Let's refresh. We'll just go back to this. Awesome, it's still working. Okay. Next step, verifying the details of the database. Awesome. Okay. We'll do Jordan, Crandall, and I'm going to hide this. Wrong one. And I'm going to give myself a random string of numbers and letters for username and password. Modic. Then I had to check, make sure I didn't accidentally start sharing. Okay. Need to set a password. Wonder how many characters it'll let me use. We're about to find out. Copy password. Email address is jordan@jordancrandall.com. Actually, let's do admin one. Okay. That looks good. And then I'm hitting next step. And I'll show you what is here. Send immediately. I prefer send immediately. I don't have the SMTP server yet. Well, I have it. I just need the information. I know it's port 587. Let's look up. Let's just try Outlook SMTP settings 587. This is good to remember. 300 emails a day or 100 recipients a day. Oh, so unique people, only 100 per day. So let's put in the server. Encryption, it's a TLS, I believe. Yep. And then just a password. That's fun. Okay, I'm going to enter that in. So this is the part that I have the most trouble with. It usually requires a lot of troubleshooting, and I can usually get it. And I don't know if it's because every time I've tried to do this, they've updated their policies or how they do things, but it just seems like every time I do it, it's very different. Okay. See if that works. It says this site is currently offline due to encountering an error. If the problem persists, please contact the system administrator. That's me. Okay. Perfect. Let's just try rebooting the server. Reboot. I need to get a new headset. This one just shuts off randomly. See if it's back up. Not yet. Doesn't look like. Nothing in the chat. Refresh. Let's just try to log in, see if it even lets me log in yet. Nope. It is a pretty minimal server. I can't remember which settings, but it's a pretty, one of the cheaper ones. Maybe the cheapest one. I've had it run before on those, and so I don't think it'll run pretty slow. But if my limit is 100 unique recipients per day, I shouldn't have an issue. And if I want more, then I just need to get an email provider that will allow for that. But I'm pretty sure for the companies that I've worked at where we had to get one where we could send millions a day, wasn't cheap. Okay, so that's back up, but it looks like Apache also turned back on, so I need to disable that permanently. Okay, let's do I'm gonna have to do, oh, I wonder, does Docker, no, those are running. Okay, let's try clearing my cache again. Dang it. What was Womp. Nothing. 443. Nothing. Interesting. And it was working. And then it just pooped the bed. I wonder if I just run this whole thing again. Oops. Actually, I think I'm in the folder here. Docker samples. Okay, now if I try it. It's so weird. I don't think that would do anything, but guess let's look at Apache. Okay, that is off. Nginx still doesn't exist. Good. It is getting hot in my house. What could the issue be? Net Huh. So everything's on local host. Let's look at the README. Add this line to your host's file. Man, I'll try this. just saying add to the etsy/hosts file. So etsy/hosts. And etsy/hosts. Just gonna add it to the end here. I think this will only really do something if I'm local, but I am not. Yeah, I might try to just completely rebuild this server. Nuke and pave. Let's think. So it's going into, it's listening on port 80 and piping it into the Docker container on 80. And then it sounds like within there, engine X is serving it back out. Oops. Docker images. Docker info. Images 6, containers 5, running 1, stopped 4. Docker, yes. If it did, does seem like it crashed for whatever reason. Let's do Docker help stop one or more. Let's do Docker restart. It's probably gonna want the container name. Okay, so let's do Docker images, and then Docker restart. Shoot, I can't remember which ones were running. Okay, so we've got, let's restart this one. Okay, cool. I didn't do anything. And then Nginx isn't running. Oops, can't do Control C. And let's do Docker up. Docker up's not a command. Cool. How do you start? Oh, Docker start. No such container. That's a lie. Docker images. Docker PS. It just keeps not working. How do you do? Docker stop all containers. Let's do Docker stop. Perfect. There are really only two that need to be running, it seems like. Okay. Hmm. I feel like there should be, so there's two images. There's Modic and then MySQL, but there's no server running, which would be Nginx. Let's see if in hub.docker if there's one that, let's go to tags. Modic 5 Apache. Yeah, I think the one that I got has Nginx, even though it's called, I think it's the same thing, the same one. Okay, I need to turn that off while I open that folder. Modic colon v4 dash Apache. That is right, but when I got it from the thing, it had Nginx. Let's go to GitHub. To image. Heck, why did it not? I guess I have one locally that I can look at, but am I not looking at? examples. What? Yeah, Nginx isn't up. Okay. So let's go to it again. See if anything happens. 80, nope. 343, nope. Unbind towards Linux. So we are gonna figure out how to unbind. That's a lot of stuff. Don't know what all this is. Looks like some of it is Docker stuff. Okay, I don't know. Find out the process ID. Let's just do netstat. Netstat. SSH. Crap. 443. Nothing. killed whatever was on 443 and hurried up and ran Docker. Okay. But still nothing's coming up. Let's try history again. No, clear browsing data. I just went into an incognito window and I just tried the IP address, tried the IP address with port 80 and 443. And nothing. Let's try some domains that are already pointed at this IP address. I don't think it'll do anything, but why does it keep saying it's restarting? It's going into the Apache entry point. Let's look at what it, how I have it set up on this locally where it worked. Let's do Docker. Oh, I just did. No, but it is doing the Nginx thing. But I did have it go to a different port. Oh, and this is for. Oh, that's different. I had WordPress on there. Okay. Yeah, so I just have. I don't have Nginx running on this. Maybe I should have done MySQL 8. Let's go to localhost, port 8200. Yeah, so that worked. Let's look at system info, sim4. so confused because it looks like it's running on Apache. Curl. There's my SQL 7. Okay, so it's running on 7. Okay, well, I think this is a bust. So what I'm going to try to do next after a break is just completely delete, rebuild this whole server. Yeah. And then try again. But let's see if Modic, I just had Modic v4 as the image, but in, so let's Docker PS in here, I had Modic v4 Apache. So let's try that really quick. So in here you can see it says Modic v4 Apache, and the other one was just Modic v4. So I'm going to try to change Docker compose file to just do that. Just before. Okay, Docker compose up. It is pulling something different down this time. Let's try again. 50 point. Can't remember what it was off the top of my head. swoop in and snag everything. Trying an incognito window. Nothing there. Nothing there. Okay. Well, with that, let's let's rebuild it. Yeah. Yeah. Let's do it. We'll do Ubuntu 2404. Okay. Weld Pros. Rebuild Linode. So that it's just going to delete everything. Whoa. What a headache. It's 56% done rebuilding. Then we'll have to reinstall Docker. Might as well get that back up quickly. Okay. That is rebuilt. It's probably booting up. So just so this is on record. This computer, this virtual private server, is 1 core and 2 gigs of RAM, which makes it run slow, but it does what we need it to. Pretty easily, actually. I have to go remove. It's going to want to do a whole new. Key. So let's do vim home hosts. And let's do 50.6.8.1 pattern not found. we go. I'm back in. Let's update everything. Update and apt upgrade. Actually, let's just do update for now. So we got to do this whole thing. Okay. That is done. I'm gonna copy these buddies this time. That was, it wasn't crazy last time, but I'm just a little annoyed at this point. I'm just copy and pasting all the instructions again from the site. Make this a little smaller. There you go, you can see that. Okay. Then that. Okay. And then another update. Nice. Let's do an upgrade. This might take a minute because it's a brand new install. Wish we could listen to music. Just getting notifications that I deleted my server pretty much. Okay. All right. And we continue. Yes. this. Copy link address. Okay. Oh, let's see. How to use unzip with tar. I was hoping I could just do it with tar. Well, we need to install. Okay, wget, paste, download, unzip. Okay, and then let's in test. Let's look at this file. This is not the file I'm thinking of. I think it would work. Is that the one that I did last time? '80 to '80. Some. Oh. Go back out. CD examples. But what if I don't want it with Nginx? Will this kind of botch it? Let's remove that line since password in again. Okay. And then can't remember the command again. I think it was like docker compose -d. Docker compose up -d. Docker compose up -d. Nope. I need to update what version of MySQL. Oh, and that. Modic v4 5.7. Okay. Docker compose up -d. I hate that it grabs Nginx, but let's do it. Okay. Everything started. Okay. We're back here. Okay. Let's just do okay. I am not putting it. This is where it like messed things up last time, and I think maybe this could have been what happened was when I tried to enter it in early. So let's not do it here. Okay, we're in. It's ridiculous. Okay. Cool. Now to do the part that I initially thought was going to be a pain. So let's do email settings. Okay, and then let's search Outlook SMTP settings. Excuse me. And it is other. Port 587. TLS. Let's try actually. Can't remember what Google likes. I think Google likes SSL. Set a custom return path bounce email for emails from the system. Note that some mail transport such as Gmail will not support this. Well, let's just put in set the default mailer as owner setting for all new emails. Set the default mailer as owner setting for all new emails that are created. 587 login. I don't even remember. But I'm going to turn that off real quick. Right quick. So I can find it. Define custom headers to use for any outgoing email that is not associated with Monic email. This includes password reset emails, emails to Monic users, form post results. Oh, that's kind of new, I think. Okay. Well, I'll show you what I'm doing. So I've got everything in there. Let's test connection. This is where I usually start running into problems. in the test connection, oh shoot, save changes to the configuration. Oh, to send a test email. Whoops. Let's see if looks like it didn't work right before it. Right before it saved. Timed out. So right now, I am just looking at my settings in Outlook. Not really seeing anything. Let's go to admin. Let's try SSL. Save. Test connection. Well, that's running. Let's look at their official page. Look at some community stuff. Looking interest for third party app. Okay, maybe I did the wrong does look like it's TLS. Save. Test connection. And while we're at it, let's look up how to enable TLS on Outlook. Same error. Maybe what is plain? Oh, maybe I should have done plain. I don't remember what my password is. Too many individual passwords. Outlook, SMTP server name. Let's try this one. I think that's the one that we tried first. That's running. That's not what I'm looking for. should do. That might be the issue. Netstat, I don't think I have netstat. Install net-tools. HTTP and HTTPS. That's good. This, I just remembered, might be an issue because the port 587 isn't open. Trying to think of how to check that. How to check if port 7 is open. Next. Maybe I'll try that, but let's look at some other options. Okay. Email server. Telnet. Paste 587. Encounter connection refused if the port is closed. Okay. Still trying. All of my ports on my home setup should be open. So I'm going to, while we wait for that to time out or do whatever it needs to, let's share this other one and do the same thing. Telnet. Okay. Connected to. Perfect. How do I quit out of Telnet? Quit Telnet. Control X, Control C, escape. Quit. Oh, there we go. This is interesting. Let's try. What the heck is Telnet? I don't even know. I've definitely heard of it before a lot. Sure. Connection refused. Oh, let's try exiting out. And then try this. Okay. Now we know. Okay, so they're usually pretty good at responding. I just can't remember. Let's see. Linode. Open port. So I know it's not this. I know they just legitimately Linode SMTP port 587. Okay, an effort. contact support. If you would like to send email on a compute instance and notice that these restrictions are in place, contact the support team. Perfect. I can do that. Live support, billing issues, community support. I'm on. I have a different account. So let's go here. I'm not going to show this part just because it's going to show a lot of stuff. I wish I could rename. Instances. Probably can. Didn't let me. Create a ticket. Oh. Closed tickets. Wish I could. Tell. So I have a template that I've used previously. Open new ticket. Port 587 will be the title. What's this regarding? We'll do Linodes, the Weld Pros. And then I need to find include their name and confirm that you're acting on their behalf, business or company name. First and last name, Crandall. Oh, already included that in there. Use case in email. A clear and detailed description of your email use case, including how you intend to avoid sending unwanted emails. Marketing and so on. Always following can spam regulations as conforming to your acceptable use policy. Okay, domains. Promo.jordancrandall.com and alert.crandall.com. Transactional promotional system emails. System emails. Okay. Platform system emails. WordPress system emails. Okay. Open ticket. Perfect. Got a confirmation email. We've received your ticket. We'll get back to you with a human response as soon as possible. Okay. Well, we learned a couple things today. We nuked and paved everything. There was stuff still using 443 and port 80, and it was just causing some chaos. And So yeah, nuked and paved, got Modic set up on MySQL 5.7, did the image, the Modic image, Modic colon v4, not v4-Apache. For some reason that one worked. And it looks like it's going off of Nginx, but headset died again. Got everything set up, passwords. Couldn't figure out all of this stuff, and then I remembered that I might be using a different server than I used before, and so 587 is probably closed by Linode standards. They just don't have it automatically open. So I had to request it. I've done it before and they're pretty quick. So until then, there's not much for me to do. The way that I checked if it was open was a telnet from using 587, and then for my local computer here at home, I tried to telnet to 587 and it said it was rejected, and then when I did it to Outlook, it connected just fine, and so that looked to be the problem. So we will wait for a response from Akamai, and continue this process. And then I still need to set up cal.com, which I believe I will do on this same server. And I could continue working on that right now, but I need some food and a break. And yeah, anyway. I need to come up with some sort of outro thing. But till next time.